gonna call Ghostfacers! Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Asha Media TV. My name is Asha. For those of you that are new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. This is where I like to watch, react, and review a variety of stuff related to sci-fi, fantasy, and comic books. So in today's video, I'm going to be watching episode 13 of the third season of Supernatural, titled Ghostfacers. Awesome title. No idea what it means, but I have an idea what it could be a parody of. But before I press play on this episode, I do need to cover some very basic stuff. So if you're new to my channel, listen up for a bit, don't skip ahead. Number one thing you should know is that this is a spoiler-filled reaction video. Spoilers ahead, spoilers ahead, spoilers ahead related to Supernatural up until this episode. You've been warned. And lastly, it's quite possible you've come across older videos on my channel, mainly season 1, likely episode 1 of Supernatural, where I was showing video footage with the audio and everything related to the episode. Unfortunately, I no longer provide those kinds of reactions here on my channel for very specific legal reasons. Instead, what I do offer is a watch-along type of experience, and if you want to know how to watch along with me successfully, head on over into the description box below, click on overview of my watch-along style, and there I give you an explainer as to 3 ways you can watch along this episode with me using this YouTube video. Okay, mes amis, on commence le show. So I'm at 0049. I've skipped the recap or the, then aspect of the video. And I'm going to count down to play, starting now. 3, 2, 1, play. Yes. Yes. Those guys from season 1. Okay, so we're continuing with these guys. So let me guess, they're gonna get caught up in another real dangerous case that Sam and Dean are gonna have to save them from. Oh gosh. Hey, not a bad tune. I'm just hoping it's funnier than the episode from season 1. I wasn't all that into it. I didn't find them that funny. Hey, my guy! I know that guy! Sam? So they are featured in an episode? Is that what it is? Oh, that is... Okay, I think I might actually find this funny. Let's see. Thing is, I don't find these guys funny. Ed Spangler. Harry Spangler. Ooh. Okay, if werewolves are in this one, I'm good. So they showed Sam and Dean. I guess. Huh? Look how young he is. What's his name again? I'm terrible with the names. Alan J. Corbett. Yes, yes, yes. Any fans of Schitt's Creek? He's also in a lot of other stuff too. But that's the last place I saw him. I love it, First Geek. I like that. Oh, so we're back to the haunted house territory. In America. Well, with all those demons roaming around, I guess it's going to be extra special. Mm. Okay. And he's so cute. He's adorable. Sorry, but he's better looking than these two. Oh my gosh. What an idiot. Yeah, I hope so. If there was a next time for you. Oh, is that Dean's car? Yeah, because they would know about this house, right? But if it's every how many years? Every 4 years? Because I'm wondering, have they been to that house before, trying to check for any activity? I'm just curious what Dean's gonna say, because he knows how to ream them out well. I could smell syndication. I hope whatever ghostie's in there is at least really scary. They actually do this. You know what would really work well? Is despite the comedic element, like a really, really nasty spirit kills one of them. Like it goes just hardcore gore and fright to show that the supernatural is not something to fuck around with. That would be awesome. So please show that to me. Oh, the shaky cam. Well, I don't think none of them's gonna die because this is like a post video episode of the episode. That's why we have the shots of Dean and Sam at the beginning. Or maybe one of the characters I didn't notice in the intro is dead. Could be that too. Oh, what? Rat? Oh my gosh. For real? He just chucked the rat at him. What an asshole. Ah, it's about friggin' time. Come on, Dean. How could you not recognize them, Dean? Nice. Chisel chest. Huh? That looked like something holographic. These look legit. I hope so. At least one of them's got to go. Otherwise. Hmm. And it's visually, it's something you can actually see too. No. Oh, I hope it's not Corbett that's gonna die. I guess he might be the one to go. Of course, kill the cute one. They're gonna be bitching on camera now. Supernatural lockdown? That's a thing. I totally love this whole echo thing. It reminds me of thought forms in quantum physics studies. It's interesting that it would be in the house they would see that when that guy got killed, obviously on the road. Train. Non-perishables that perish. An optimist. Mm. Oh. Hence the ew. I was wondering why he was saying ew to that. To play. Ugh. I guess she's next. That was weird. Where did Sam go? He like straight up disappeared. Oh no. Hmm. Yeah. And then during the edit of this episode, it's revealed Harry and whatever her name is, Maggie? I can't remember her name. What was her name? Oh yeah, Maggie. So we got a threesome drama. My best sister. Oh my gosh. One of them is his brother. Oh, it's on a loop, that damn song. Oh, it's driving me nuts that the song won't go with the rest of the lyrics. You would cry too. Wow. Okay, well, bye, Corbett. How that ghost got Sam, who's like 6'7"? Super tall. Hmm. Divide and conquer. Oh my gosh. Visually, this is not easy on my eyes, man. Oh my gosh. Oh, poor Corbett. He's stuck in a loop now. His own echo. Oh, that much time has passed? Oh. Never. It's actually really sad. There has to be a t-shirt out there that says Ghostfacers. And you're going to leave the circle and put yourself at risk. Okay. Hopefully he does a good job. Take turns. Wanted me to what? I gotta remember at what time, what time frame this was. That was okay wording. Just sounds so bad now, to hear it like that. But I understand what he meant. It's all about the context. This is worse than being a spirit, in my opinion. If you're just dying over and over again like that. I hope it works. Oh, okay. Echo on echo. So they just kind of canceled each other out? Of course it would be. Aw, that's sweet. No. Aw. That's cute. King of the Impossible. I like that. 2008. Okay. So that's the final edit. Mm. Mm-hmm. Facer haters. So weird that the credits are showing now. Oh. That exactly what I think of this episode. Thank you, Sam. I do like the tune. It's catchy. Okay. Let's see. I did see some. So yeah, I paused. So sorry, I'm at 4109, and I did see some trivia's at some point. One at the beginning. Let me just go find that one. All right. So this looks fine to read. So I'm at 0038, and the trivia here says Ed says, "Hey, Menudo left their dance bag behind." He's referring to the popular 1970s, 1980s boy band from Puerto Rico that gave Ricky Martin his start. Yes, Menudo. All right, and let me just kind of randomly go somewhere else, see if there's anything else. Here's another one. Okay, yeah, that looks fine to read. So I'm at 1, 2, 3-4, literally. All right, so this trivia says, throughout the episode, inside the Ghostfacers' garage, a poster reading Coven, yes, I did see that behind the door, one of the doors they closed, can be seen on the inside of the door. Coven 2000 is a short film directed by Mark Borchardt, whose production is depicted in the documentary American Movie from 1999, a cult favorite. Don't know it. Never heard of it. Okay, so let's go somewhere else random. Let's go here. General trivia. Okay, so I'm at 2325. And this one says, this episode and the Ghostfacers in particular are a parody of the show Ghost Hunters on Sci-Fi. Yeah, I heard about that show. Never watched those things. I was never into those paranormal type shows, to be honest. Like those docu-series type things, even though I've acted in a few of them, but not the paranormal ones. Yeah. Cool. All right, so that's good for trivia. I think we're fine there. This was quite an interesting episode. All right, my takeaways from it, though, coming up. Who you gonna call? Not Ghostfacers. All right. So I was told that this episode is somewhat of a 50-50 split amongst the fandom. Some of you like it, love it. Some of you don't like it, hate it, right? For my first watch, it's way better than the first episode from season 1 where these guys were featured in. What was the title of that episode? Demon House? No. I can look. Oh, I should know it by heart. I've been trying to know it by heart, especially when I was doing the ranking. Hell House! Yes! Hell House. That is, yeah, that episode, if you watch my reaction to it, I wasn't all that into it. In fact, I didn't find those guys funny. Ed and Harry, whatever. And in comparison to this episode, they still weren't that funny, but there were other elements of it that I enjoyed a lot more. Okay, so let's dive into some of those elements that I enjoyed. I've decided from here on out, actually, to no longer harp on things I don't like about an episode, specifically Supernatural. After some deliberation, and also reviewing how I do my reviews for other series that have a huge fan base, especially a very dedicated fan base like Supernatural, I've decided to kind of just stick to the format of just talking about takeaways, key takeaways, the positives from an episode. And even if it's stuff that I'm just so confused about or I really, really didn't like, I just feel I'll keep that to myself. And if you want to know what point in the episode I may feel that way, I'll verbalize it in the reaction. So you'd have to watch my reaction to know, oh, she didn't like this or she wasn't digging that. But I'm not going to rant about it in the review portion of my videos anymore, okay? All right, let's keep things simple. And another reason for that is I realized, especially after my reaction to episode 11, I realized that, there's just so many dots ahead of me that needs to be connected. And I'm talking now, obviously 12 more seasons to go. So all the more, it doesn't make sense that I'm going to be like, I don't like this, I don't like that in the review portion when I'll likely, be proven wrong, obviously, in upcoming episodes that will clarify stuff for me. So, in a nutshell, you won't be getting any rants from me in the review takeaway portion of my videos from here on out. Okay. So, I mentioned my first takeaway was that this episode was a little bit more entertaining than the first time I saw these characters. And so my second takeaway is I actually like this concept of the echo, supernatural echo, as they were calling it, and that it's a visual thing of a victim stuck in a time loop that you can actually see. Because echo, I'm thinking something you would hear more than you would see, obviously, the term echo. But also it means something that reverberates, right? It continues on. And so the reverberation of a person's death that you can actually see, I find that very fascinating. And another reason why I really find it fascinating is because it kind of reminds me of certain things I've been reading about on the side personally related to thought forms, and how basically when someone passes away in a particular environment, whatever activity was going on in their mind would actually translate into what we would call today as paranormal activity, but there's a science behind it. Anyway, you'd have to go do your own research to look up what I'm talking about. But the second takeaway from this episode that I will definitely remember is this different type of supernatural occurrence that I think is really cool. And the last aspect of this episode that I actually really thought was well performed, although the lines in today's world of things, did kind of like get me to cringe. But at that time in 2008, when it was fine to go about expressing things that way, I could understand the context of it. And so regardless of the language, the intent of having Ed reach out to Corbett by being sincerely honest of appreciating and valuing him as a person and saying, I love you. And yes, they were mocking it with saying, it's a gay thing. But really what I understood was that he knew that by genuinely trying to reciprocate some kind of love in terms of friendship, right? And reaching out to Corbett about the best aspects of him that he appreciated, I thought that was a really nice moment. And then seeing that it had the impact that they wanted, and Corbett was able to get out of the echo and be helpful in chasing down the other echo, and I guess canceling out the whole haunting thing going on at that house. So that in and of itself, how they went about it and the actors' performances is memorable for me from this episode. So there you have it. That is my reaction and my takeaways to episode 13 of the third season of Supernatural. If you enjoyed this video, the best way that you can show me is by supporting my channel. And you can do that by clicking on the red button that says subscribe and the bell button right next to it. Thanks again for watching with me, everyone. And until episode 14, where I think we're going to be racing against the clock by that point, right? Because I found out in this episode they have 2 months left to go. I didn't even realize time flew that fast from the periods of time. But yeah, I'm now going to safely assume we are going to go hardcore with saving Dean. And I'm going to prepare myself emotionally for the possibility of saving him and the possibility of not saving him. Because I'm really, really dead serious when I say I can see both outcomes being a thing, right? And I at this point, I'm going to say I'm like 55% leaning towards Dean's going to die and go to hell, and 45% thinking that somehow Sam is going to figure out a loophole. And because he's so smart, right? Yeah. So I'm still hopeful there. Anyway, until then, I'm Asha, tuning out. Bye, everyone. Thanks for watching. Check out my other videos and subscribe. You know you wanna.